Welcome to the Listening Skills Podcast. Hey everybody, this is Radhika, and you're listening to Episode 5 of the Listening Skills Podcast. Today's topic: describe a friend you really like to spend time with. He was my childhood friend, but I lost him about 15 years ago when his father had to leave my hometown to live in another big city in order to carry on the job he was holding. Since then, I didn't really see him until, of course, one day I met him about a couple of years ago at a local fish market where I live. I could barely recognize him after more than 15 years, as he had become a big man in his mid-20s by then. In fact, I would probably have never recognized him unless his uncle, the only relative of him I knew, was kind enough to introduce him to me after so many years, leaving me completely speechless and ecstatic. After meeting Ivan, my childhood friend, with whom I got along nicely until the day he left our hometown, we both wanted to visit each other as often as possible in an effort to renew our friendship. But because of the long distance between us, it wasn't really possible. So the only time we could meet is when I traveled to his city in order to do some shopping, which seldom more than once a month. Being the only child of his parents, Ivan could be moody and demanding sometimes. Having a reserved personality, Ivan told me that he didn't really have many friends except me and a few others from his college. I like spending time with Ivan mainly because he is very serious about his life and career. Besides, I could trust him like a brother with my life since my childhood, as he would never reveal our secrets. Friends have secrets, don't they? In fact, he treats me more like a brother than a friend, since he doesn't have any siblings, advising me at every opportunity to take good care of my elderly parents, which I really appreciate. Finally, I like to spend time with Ivan because he appreciates and understands the value of my time, and that not too many people would befriend him because of his introvert personality, even though he is a great person once you get to know him. Second topic: describe a competition you would like to take part in. Recently, I saw an advertisement, or a commercial rather, on a local television channel where one of the most prestigious universities in my country was inviting young people like me to take part in a short film and documentary making competition. As soon as I saw that commercial, I thought that I would also take part in that competition and try to showcase some of my creative skills and talents, if any, at all. Now, before I go any further into explaining what I would need to do to win this competition, or how important this competition really is for me, I should make it clear that I am not a professional filmmaker, nor do I have any kind of exceptional filmmaking skills or abilities. But still, I just love the idea of making some kind of short films or documentaries because of their educational and informational values. In fact, I became so intrigued by watching some exceptionally well-made documentaries on television in the past that I even secretly made a couple of documentaries on some important social issues a couple of years ago, all by myself. Those two documentaries were highly praised by one of my senior cousins, who also happens to teach visual art and film courses at a university in my country. Needless to say, it was from that time that I secretly held a wish that one day I would also take part in a short film documentary making competition, so that I would also be able to display my creativity. And all I would need to do for that is to prepare a very well-written script and convey a concrete message in the end, while also forcing the audience to ask questions. Anyway, I guess that taking part in this competition and winning it is fairly important for me. It is not only because it would allow me to win a hefty prize and fetch some recognition, but, more importantly, also because it would help us create some kind of awareness of some important issues that are negatively affecting our societies as a whole. Third topic: describe a chocolate you didn't like. While I wouldn't describe myself as a chocolate enthusiast, I have certainly sampled various chocolate varieties over the years. Nevertheless, there is one negative chocolate-related encounter that stands out in my memory. I'd like to talk about a chocolate that I didn't particularly enjoy. It was a dark chocolate bar with cinnamon flavoring. I first tasted it about a year ago at my friend's birthday party. The chocolate had a rich, dark appearance and was beautifully wrapped in an attractive packaging. It seemed like an intriguing combination of sweet and spicy, so I was eager to give it a try. However, my excitement turned into disappointment as soon as I took my first bite. The taste of this chocolate was unlike anything I had experienced before. It had a dominant bitterness from the dark chocolate itself, which I expected, but what caught me off guard was the intense spiciness from the cinnamon. The combination of the two flavors was overpowering and clashed in a way that made it unpleasant to eat. It left a burning sensation in my mouth that I found uncomfortable. Overall, I didn't like this chocolate because of its unusual and unbalanced flavor profile. While I appreciate experimenting with different flavors, the combination of dark chocolate and cinnamon in this particular chocolate bar didn't appeal to my taste buds. It was a stark contrast to the sweet and creamy chocolates I usually enjoy. As a result, I couldn't savor it and ended up giving the rest of the bar to my other friend, hoping they might appreciate it more than I did.